Sheryl Swoopes breaks silence on Angel Reese, luring Gabby Williams to Chicago Sky. If there was one person who won all hearts with her exemplary performance in the Olympic gold medal game, it was Gabby Williams. In a contest that had neck-to-neck competition, Williams brought back the French time and again into the game. Seeing her performances, Chicago Sky star Angel Reese asked her if she would like to join the Chicago Sky. But Williams' answer was sturdy, since she had had her share of experiences while playing for the Sky from 2018 to 2021. Taking a look at their conversation on X, WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes has come to the fore to share her take. Swoopes was present during the Queens of the Court podcast on Tuesday when she expressed her views on the entire Williams-Reese saga, and fans were excited to know how highly Swoopes thinks of Williams. "I knew we'd get to Gabby later, cause, yeah, I saw Dearica Hamby, Angel Reese reaching out like, 'Gabby, wanna come back to Chicago?'
Anything away from what she's done, but if you're talking about breaking records, then if this player did it in this amount of time, then you should do it in that same amount of time. So that's my thought on that."
Dearica was like, "No, but I asked first. Without question, Gabby Williams needs to be in the league. She needs to go play somewhere. She's beautiful to watch," Swoopes stated via the Queens of the Court podcast. Williams was the fourth overall pick during the 2018 WNBA draft by the Chicago Sky. The Nevada-born plied her trade for 3 seasons with the Sky before being traded to the Los Angeles Sparks in 2021. Williams, who was known for supporting the team in her limited capacity with rebounds and offensive scoring, was unfortunately placed on the suspension list by the Sky. The then Chicago Sky head coach James Wade argued that Williams didn't consider the WNBA franchise as a priority, which led him to take the drastic step as per the Mirror. She then played for the Los Angeles Sparks in 2022 and 2023 season. However, posts that she hasn't been able to represent the Dearica Hamby-led team during the current WNBA season due to the league prioritization rule, which demands that unsigned free agents should finish their off-season activities and join the training camp. Williams, who had already decided to play for the French national team, let the opportunity to play in the WNBA slip, but has confirmed that she will be back next season. Meanwhile, Reese had written a tweet on X to lure Williams. Angel Reese tries her best to get Gabby Williams observing Williams' performance for the French team, helping them make comebacks in the game with her brilliant 19 points and 7 rebounds. Reese took to X to ask Williams if she would like to represent the Sky once again. "Okay, now that the game is over, would you like to be a part of the Chicago Sky again?" Reese tweeted on Sunday. To which Williams responded, "Or we could just play together for a different organization," hinting at her discomfort in joining her former team. Williams also expounded, "They did me dirty, girl, but I am still your biggest fan." And Reese replied, "Them folks not here no more, but okay, I get it, thank you, sister girl, see you soon." Referring that Teresa Weatherspoon had taken over as the head coach for the team, and the environment was different. Hopefully, for Reese and Williams fans, she will definitely make a comeback to the WNBA in 2025. Till then, Team USA fans can remember her as the girl who nearly snatched the Olympics gold and could have restricted the USA from winning their 8th consecutive medal. Gabby Thomas's face said it all. As she crossed the finish line in front of a bellowing 80,000-strong crowd, the new Paris 2024 Women's Olympic 200-meter champions expression encapsulated the entirety of a night filled with shocks, surprises, and wow moments at the Stade de France.
I know, we're so happy. I can't believe it. I mean, I spoke it into existence. I know I trained really hard for it, and it's such an indescribable feeling. But I am so happy. I can't believe it, and yeah.
Yeah, you literally broke out into tears. It literally made me tear up. All of the work that you put in.
Yeah.
What is that moment like? Truly?
I mean, it really is 6 years, I think, for me, of working for this moment. We didn't want Tokyo to be my first Olympics, or we didn't want this to be my first Olympics. We wanted Tokyo to be the first one to train and be prepared for the Paris Olympics and go for gold this year. And everything just went according to plan. We did everything right. It's so many hours and weeks of months of hard work that people don't see, and so I really do feel like I earned it. But at the same time, I can't believe that I have an Olympic gold medal right now. It's surreal. Thank you.
"I'm really in disbelief because having an Olympic gold medal is something in my wildest dreams," she said. "But at the same time, I know how hard I've fought for it. This has been 6 years in the making, head down, working hard, going to really hard meets, pushing yourself, and now it's here and I've done it. This is the happiest moment of my life. Thomas had entered the Tuesday 6 August final as the favorite, but that didn't temper her outpouring of emotions as she crossed the finish line first in front of 100-meter gold medalist Julianne Alfred of St. Lucia, 22.08, and Thomas's fellow American Brittany Brown, 22.20. At Tokyo 2020, Thomas walked away with a bronze 200-meter and silver 4x100-meter, but the gold of her dreams was elusive. This night, though, would be different.
I want to say that
The 27-year-old burst out of the blocks, hurtling through the first 100-meter as she caught and overtook Alfred on the lane outside of her. As she blazed down the finishing straight, Thomas built a commanding lead as her formidable top-end speed took her all the way through the finish line. Thomas must have known she was favored heading into the race, but those tags mean nothing when the pressure builds and 7 other world-class sprinters are all putting their heart and soul into winning gold. However, the sight of familiar faces in the crowd gave the now 3-time Olympic medalist the boost she needed to fight her way to the top of the podium. When I walked out in this stadium, and I knew I had all my friends and family here, I just knew that I had it, she said. It was a confidence that you can't really describe. Of course, there was pressure, but I felt confident. Even with that confidence, the look of disbelief on her face spoke as much as any interview she will give in the coming days.
Yeah, it is a really crazy feeling. There is nothing can prepare you for that moment when you're walking out and you see and you hear everybody cheering for you. Absolutely, and I walk into each race kind of thinking that and telling myself that this is my race and having that confidence. I realized it, a few meters before the finish line, that I was like, okay, this is my race. I actually did do this, and immediately so many emotions came. Let myself enjoy this moment for now, but there are always going to be things that I want to accomplish and things that I want to do and work towards. And so once I kind of get past this meet and do my relays, I think I'll be thinking about that. But for now, I'm really excited about this gold medal, and I'm still working towards a couple more.
Yeah, right. We got some relays. We got some work to do. We're thrilled for you, Gabby. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what's...
This gold meant everything. Thomas's story isn't just about sprinting, even if that coveted Olympic gold may be the most thrilling chapter so far in her tale. The Harvard University graduate has a master's degree in public health and studied the sleep patterns of ethnic minorities as part of her postgraduate course. After Tuesday night, though, she may just struggle to find that good night's rest she so strongly advocates for. The evening's gold will no doubt be a life-changing experience for Thomas. However, she wants to use her new platform to inspire the next generation of girls who have dreams as big as the ones that took her to Paris 2024. I want young girls to look at us as strong female athletes and feel like they can do it too, she said in a news conference after the race. I want them to feel they're encouraged to go into professional sports. I want them to feel encouraged to pursue their dreams, no matter how big or small. After Tuesday night's victory, there's little doubt she will achieve that goal. Academics were always a priority for Thomas, who told NBC News she was inspired to succeed at the highest level by her single mother, who waitressed and took classes to become a professor while raising Thomas and her brother. Her hard work paid off with admission to Harvard University, where she studied neurobiology with a minor in global health and health policy and a citation in French. One of the classes she took on disparities in the U.S. healthcare system and how they impact people of color would lead her to pursue a master's in public health at the University of Texas, which she completed in May 2023. But college wasn't all studying for Thomas. It's also where her track career began in earnest. According to her official Olympics profile, she won a whopping 22 conference titles in 6 different track events while she was a student and became the first NCAA sprint champion in Ivy League history with a winning time of 22.38 seconds in her now signature 200-meter race. Thanks to her performance in that same event at the Paris Games, Thomas is the first Harvard grad to win a gold medal in the Olympics for track and field. As part of her master's program, Thomas wrote a paper on sleep epidemiology, how different populations sleep, and the barriers to good sleep faced by Black people in particular. So you could say she's super familiar with the importance of clocking quality shut-eye. It is most definitely the most important part of my training, and I can't stress that enough, Thomas told AP News. She reportedly begins her sleep routine by 8 p.m. most nights, turning off all her digital devices. Further proof of her passion for health equity, Thomas also began volunteering at Volunteer Healthcare Clinic when she was completing her graduate program and has continued to support the free and charitable clinic while training for the Olympics. To others, it might seem like a burden to tack volunteer work onto an already busy training schedule. But Thomas told Olympics.com that she loves having something completely different to focus on. Not to mention the opportunity to help others, which she says she is so grateful to be doing. During her shifts, Thomas reportedly calls patients to be sure they attend their appointments and follow doctors' orders like monitoring their blood pressure, and she surveys them on their experiences at the clinic. She told NBC News that in the future, she'd like to run a hospital or non-profit to expand access to health care. Shortly before Thomas headed to the Olympic trials for the Tokyo Games in 2021, she got an MRI of her lower back in search of answers about hamstring pain. What the doctors found was a tumor on her liver, though it wasn't clear if it was cancerous. While undergoing additional tests and awaiting more clarity, she continued to train, which she reportedly said was crazy mentally. The good news came just before she headed to Eugene, Oregon, for the trials. It was benign. As she told the Washington Post, she had made a promise to God during the period of uncertainty. "If I am healthy, I'm going to go out and win trials." And that she did, with a nearly record-breaking time of 21.61 seconds, her personal best, until she shaved off 1/100th of a second for a 21.60 finish at the USA Championships in 2023. Thomas isn't lacking when it comes to a support squad at the Games. Her SO, Spencer McMains, has been spotted in Paris in a Team Gabby shirt, along with his sister and parents. According to Town & Country, the two have likely been dating since October 2022 and probably met in Austin, where Thomas has lived and trained during and after wrapping up her master's. As for McMains, he was once a college athlete himself, playing on Yale's football team. In the hobbies section of Thomas's Olympics profile, it just mentions Rico, which is honestly icon behavior. She told Women's Running that she adopted the dog when she moved to Austin and didn't have any people friends yet, and she called him her savior during tough times in her grad program or on the track. Luckily for us, Rico has his own Instagram account. Unluckily for him, it doesn't seem like he got to make the trip to Paris with her. What do you think was going through Gabby's mind as she crossed that finish line? How do you think her story can inspire other athletes? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from the world of sports. Your engagement helps us bring you more amazing content. See you in the next video.